Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to today's live session. We're on session number 15, and I'm so excited for the amazing conversation we're going to have today because finally, after days and days of working on many different things like confidence and emotions and problems and confusion and all the negative, heavy stuff, today we're going to talk about something that all of us want, and that is success. Yes, and not just success in and of itself, but how to get effortless success in life. And that's possible. That is there. It's there for you to tap into. All you need to understand is how you can do it. And that's exactly what we're going to be having a conversation on today. I'm super excited to share those concepts and ideas and practical steps with you so that over this weekend and over the days that come, you can make effortless success a part of your lifestyle. How many of you would like that, by the way? Where every single day you can wake up, you can make a plan, and you can take effortless action. You can make things happen like this in your life, where there's zero friction, there's zero problems, there's zero emotional heaviness bugging you down, and you're really able to move forward at lightning speed. Well, if you'd like that, I am here to help you create that today. And so let's begin by defining what effortless success is. Since we're going to explore a concept, I believe it's better to understand it from its core so that in the future, as we are talking about it and as we are learning about it, we don't end up feeling confused and we have a common definition for it. Okay. So let's begin from that very point. When you think about effortless success, what is an idea that you think comes to your mind? There could be many different words like easy or problem free or frictionless or effortless means that, you know, it's very, very simple for you to do. There's nothing complicated involved. All of these are the ideas we have about effortless success. But can I share a definition with you that's not always a logical one, but it makes the most sense to me, and I believe by the end of these 15 minutes it will make sense to you as well. So that definition is the way I like to define effortless success. It's simple. Effortless success means success without suffering. That's the simple way I like to define it, and here's why. There's two kind of ways to approach success and problems in the world. One is you're gonna have to suffer, you're gonna have to go through pain. Success requires sacrifice, so be ready to go through hell so that you can live your life in heaven. That's one extreme thought that we often have about success. Then the other extreme thought we have about success is, oh, success is all about the inner world, success is all about how you feel, it's what you manifest, it's the energy you give out. And yes, that's true, but completely relying on that alone will not create success. Yes, things will be very effortless. You'll be living a very, very calm, very, very sorted life, but will it give you the high results that your ambition and your dreams and your goals demand? Probably not. What you need is a balance of both. And that is why the simplest way to define effortless success is success that comes without suffering. Now, the mistake people make when they understand this is they mistake effortless success for work-less success. Those two things are not the same. See, what happens when you only focus on inner fulfillment and inner growth and just the way you're feeling inside is you sacrifice growth, you sacrifice action, you sacrifice work on the outside, thinking that only the way you're feeling inside will create the change and all those different ideas and thought processes that we have. Those thoughts, those positive feelings, that belief in yourself, that abundance, that channelizing of energy from the universe or from whatever you believe is a higher source of power, that matters so that you can do your work effortlessly without suffering and achieve success while feeling happy. So you see, the way forward, the way to succeed is to go through that middle path. I'll repeat this once again. I'll help you understand this better. We'll break it down step by step. So, effortless success means success without suffering, which comes from all the energy, all the beliefs, all the positive feelings that you channel within you, so that you can do your work effortlessly and create that success without any suffering. So, for me, I'll give you my example so that you can understand this very easily and it makes complete sense. When I am doing my work, when I am doing my coaching sessions, when I am doing these YouTube lives, does it take work? 110%. I cannot expect to be on my bed and manifest that I'm doing a YouTube live session, but if I'm not taking the action to make it happen, well, then that is just a silly daydream that's not going to come true. No matter how channelized or sorted or aligned my energy is, if the action is not there, nothing's going to happen. But at the same time, if my energies are not sorted, if I'm not feeling right, if I'm constantly bugging myself and I'm like, another day, another YouTube live, gosh, this is so hard. I have to set up a camera, then I have to connect a mic, then I have to, manage everything on my desk. I have to replace my monitor somewhere. I have to take care of the background, all these things. Who will do this every single day at 8:30 p.m. for just 15 minutes of speaking? My God, that's so much hard work. And if I'm suffering all the way through it, I might get to success. But will you get a positive, loving, happy, and warm energy from me every time you listen to me on these live sessions? Of course, you won't. But the reason you're able to get that is I have this balanced approach to effortless success in life where I'm feeling good while I am doing the work. That's what makes it effortless. That's what makes it frictionless. Because 90% of our problems, 90% of our friction, 90% of our overwhelm does not come from the outside world, it comes from the world inside. It comes from the thoughts and the beliefs and the patterns and the approaches and all the limiting perspectives that we are carrying about our work that make us feel, oh my God, this is too hard. I can't do it. This requires me to suffer. No, it doesn't. It doesn't. Take up any goal, take up any work, take up any person who's successful and who's successful at large, who's successful consistently, and they have been around for a long time. You will see this one thing: they work a lot harder than 90% of the world. But do they feel that they are working harder? No. They feel that I'm just doing my work, I'm having the best time of my life. If I were to ask you tomorrow to go into the gym and work out for 6 hours, would you do it? 90% of us won't. It would feel too much. It would feel overwhelming. If we did one 6 hour workout, we're going to be collapsed for 6 weeks after that. I mean, it feels like so much effort and work, right? But ask the same thing to an Olympic athlete, and what would they say? They won't say it's too much work. They'll just say, oh, yeah, I love it. I love sweating my body. I love putting myself in that high performance zone. And for them, that is effortless. It's not workless, but it is effortless. They might be going through challenges, they might be going through pain, they might be going through struggle, but are they suffering through it? No. Because as Tony Robbins beautifully says, and I love this quote from him, pain is required, suffering is a choice. I'll repeat that once again. Pain is required, suffering is a choice. Success and achievement become effortful and hard and draining and exhausting and sacrificing when you choose suffering as a choice. When you believe, if I'm not suffering, I'm not growing. That's not true. You don't have to feel pain and suffering on your way to success. You can choose a balance of both the approaches where your inner world is aligned to fulfillment, but in the outer world you are ready to take the action, you're willing to take the action, you have it all to prioritize your growth over your comfort. And that is a decision you don't even have to think about, and that is why success is effortless. Now, for me, coming here live Monday to Friday, 8:30 p.m., not even a decision I have to think about. It's only been 15 sessions that I've done, but through these 15 sessions, I've built a habit. The first day, I was kind of a bit overwhelmed. And if you go back to that live session, right, you'll see a big, big difference in the way I'm communicating, in the way I'm delivering. You could probably see a bit of visible, what can I say, nervousness or worry in my speaking back then. Just 15 days, not 15 days ago, 3 weeks ago, because I'm doing it Monday to Friday, but 15 sessions ago, you could visibly see that in me. And that felt like effort, that felt exhausting. But the moment I changed my perspective, I aligned myself inside and I remembered, well, pain may be required, suffering is a choice. Why am I choosing to suffer? Let me have fun with it. And as I'm having fun with it, you can see me over the past 2 weeks. I've become more and more open, more and more conversational, more and more clear with all of you here. And that's what effortless success means. You're going to put in the work still. There are going to be some days when you work the late nights. There are going to be some days when you wake up at times you've never even thought of waking up before, because there's a commitment you have to honor. There are going to be some times when you're chasing your dream, you're building a business, you're working in a job, and you really want to excel. So from 8 a.m. to 11 p.m. in the morning, in the night, you are working continuously. You're managing a lot of different things. But at the end of the day, you might be physically exhausted, but emotionally and mentally, you will be satisfied and energized. And that satisfaction, that energy, that is what creates effortless success. Because it's like this: you ask a marathon runner, what do they get from burning their body for 42 kilometers straight? They're gonna be, I feel like a winner. That's the attitude they come with. And for them, the pain is a celebration, the pain is not suffering. I want you to remember this for yourself. Pain is a celebration, pain is not suffering. Because in your journey to success, you are going to encounter challenges. I don't want you to think that it's going to be a rosy, dreamy world. That's not the case. You are going to fail, you are going to fall flat on your face, you are going to face so many different challenges. I mean, if the challenges you are facing today at whatever level of your life you are right now, and you're feeling this is too much, just wait till you go 10 levels higher. You're not ready. You can't even comprehend the kind of challenges that will come your way. So, does that mean you should never succeed? No, not at all. But that means you need an effortless way to succeed, effortless emotionally, even if it requires work and hard work and effort in the literal sense. In your mind, it should feel like play. It should feel like, yeah, I love it. I love the sweat. I love the grind. I love putting in the work. I love being here for myself, building my dream. And this is what we get wrong about effortless success. The moment the word effortless comes up, people think, oh, you're just going to sit on your bed and do nothing, and success is going to come, open up your door, and come into your house. It never happens like that. It takes work, it takes effort. You need to show up. The question is, are you willing to? See, we all want the effortless success, but in the name of effortless success, what we really want, what would be our peak desire, is a workless success, where I'm working nothing, but I'm getting everything. That's the best state to have. That's my dream scenario. I believe that's what heaven looks like. No, it doesn't. If you get that success, and I mean it, you can read about this with people who have won lotteries, you can read about this with people who have inherited great success. If you have not worked, if you have not put in the effort, if you're not emotionally invested in the success you have created, or in the success you have inherited, or in the success you've gotten, and it's just come to you like something you can take for granted, wait a few years, that success won't be there. Most lottery winners are back to broke. They have millions of dollars. What's their excuse for going broke? Nothing but the fact that they don't know how to deal with money. And because they got that work less success, they got the result, but they never got the skill to handle and maintain that result. All that effort and work that you're running away from, that effort, that work is preparing you to handle and maintain the success that you're going to get. But keep ignoring it. Keep saying, I want only effortless success. That won't work. You will get success at the level of your deservingness, at the level of your preparation, at the level of your ability to comfortably handle it. You get any more than that, you'll lose it. lottery winners, people who inherit insane amounts of money, people who inherit successful businesses then take them to ruins. There's so many stories like that, and all of them are proving only this one fact: if you are not ready for effortless but not workless success, you're not going to make it big, because success takes work, maintaining it takes work, getting there takes work, and enjoying it also takes work. So stop avoiding the work, start embracing it with love, gratitude, fun, and lightheartedness. And that's when everything, including the grind, will become effortless for you. Showing up will become effortless for you. Taking action would become effortless for you. Being there for yourself would become effortless for you. Improving yourself would become effortless for you. Reading books would become effortless for you. Investing in yourself would become effortless for you. And you would be a whole new person who's tapping into so much energy that people around you are thinking, wow, where did this person even come from? How do they have so much energy? How are they able to create so many magnificent results? And when they ask you, how are you doing it? Oh, it's effortless. I love doing it. That's the state of peak performance. And over this weekend, as you reflect on these thoughts, as you reflect on this new concept you've understood, that effortless success is success without suffering but not without work. Remember this statement: effortless success is success without suffering but not without work. How will you embrace it? How will you take action on it? How will you align yourself to these feelings? And how can you start loving your work rather than feeling like, oh my God, why do I even have to do it? How can you start embracing the effortless approach to success so that even when you're doing the work, it never feels like work? Sit with these questions over the weekend, and I'll see you on Monday with another new live session to help you take this evolution and this realization to the next level. Thank you so much for being here. I'm once again very honored to have you here. You are investing your most important asset, and that's your time with me in these sessions every single day. I honor it, and I want you to know how grateful I am that you are doing that and you are making that investment. And I hope I'm able to value that investment and give you good enough returns for it through the realizations that you're getting. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye.